welcome to mission number 3 of Flying Quads. The objectives of this mission are a little more complex. We're going to take off and land on 4 different pads. We're going to do this by using the left joystick for our the speed of the copter, the speed of the props to go up and go down, and we'll use the right joystick, right joystick to go left, right, forward, and back. What we're not going to do, however, is turn the quad or yaw the quad using the left joystick. I'll demonstrate what that looks like. So what we're not going to do is turn using the left joystick and then fly forward. What we'll be doing is we'll be just using the right joystick, and we'll be using the forward, backwards, and left and right controls. So for this mission, I'll land again and we'll start over. For this mission, we're going to take off using the left joystick, and we're going to rise up to about 10 feet and hit our first objective. Then we're going to go forward using the right joystick out to approximately where we need to go to get over to that first landing pad by using the left joystick, the right joystick again to go to the left. So we'll lean it over to the left a little bit, and we'll hit that next objective, and then we'll use the left joystick to reduce power and go down and land on the first pad. After we land on the first pad, we'll take off again, and we'll go up to approximately 10 feet, and then we're going to go forward using the right joystick forward out approximately to where we need to go to that second pad, and then we're going to use the right joystick again to come over to the right. Notice that we're always keeping the quad facing forwards, and I'm going to just adjust a little bit there. So we're always keeping the quad facing forwards or away from us, from the direction we're flying. And now we'll use the left joystick to reduce altitude and come down and land. The reason we're doing that is because normally I'm going to switch the views. We're not looking through switch the quad. Hold on, let me switch the actual view. There we go. So this is the view you would have if you were flying the quad and you were stationary and the quad was flying. So I'm going to rise up with the left stick. So by keeping the quad facing away from us, the sticks make sense as far as, like, when I use the right stick and go to the right, you'll see that the quad moves to the right. If we were turning, it would change the orientation of the quad, and then the sticks would move in different directions, and it can get quite confusing. So when you're first learning, just keep the quad facing away from you. Turn yourself if you have to keep that orientation, and it just makes life much easier and the quad easier to fly. As we get more advanced, we'll start turning the quad and flying in a way that actually makes more sense if you were on the quadcopter. So I'm going to use the left joystick to reduce altitude and land on that third pad, and then again use the left joystick forward to gain altitude, again approximately 10 feet. And now I'm going to use the right stick to go over to the right a little bit, and then use the right stick backwards to come back. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to be on here. I might have to do some maneuvering using the right stick to get over a little bit. And I think I'm about there. Let me lower myself down. It's really hard to tell. It's a little easier in real life when you can gauge the distances. It's kind of hard to tell in a game where you're at, but I think there we go. I could tell because I just hit the objective, and now I'm going to use the left joystick to come down. So this is really a demonstration of what this looks like. It's a lot different when you fly it in real life, of course. You can judge the distances better. So I'm going to use the left stick to rise up again and hit that objective, and then I'm going to use the right stick, pulling it to the left to bring the quad over and bring it roughly in front of us, and then again use the right stick pull it rearwards to the rear, and then left stick down, and hopefully I'll be right over the landing pad, the X. So that covers it. I believe I'm going to make it. I might have to maneuver a little bit. No, I think I'm right there. There we go. So I'm going to land right on the X. So again, we want to just make sure that the quad is facing away from us. I'll demonstrate that real quick. So when we push forward, it goes away from us, and when we pull the right stick to the rear, it comes back towards us. And when we move the right stick to the right, the quad moves to the right, and to the left, it moves to the left. And just to demonstrate what I'm talking about, if we were to turn the quad using the left stick to yaw it, now when I push the quad forward, it doesn't go away from us, it goes to the right, and when I pull it to the right, it's going to go to the rear, and then now it's facing away from us again, so it kind of makes sense. Now that I pull to the rear, it comes back towards us. So when you get better at flying, you can turn both at the same time for a much tighter turn, but that's a little bit more advanced flying. So again, for now, just keep the quad facing away from you, and you'll be okay. And again, no, I'm kind of jerking the stick around there. Make nice gentle movements with the sticks, and the quad will behave much better, and you'll have less chance of getting out of control. So that wraps up the mission number 3 of flying quads. Thanks for watching.